All right, here we go. So we know how to graph a two-variable equation using a t-chart, right?
Yep.
T-charts work for all equations. They're easy, sometimes they're hard, right? But right now, and you guys have noticed, it takes you about maybe 30 to 60 seconds to do one with a t-chart, right?
Yeah.
It takes a little time, right? I am now going to teach you a shortcut. You can do these in 10 seconds or less. I often do them in about 4 seconds, right? So that's when you hold up your board. I'm just looking at it really fast, and oh yeah, yes. Very, very easy. You're going to be blown away with how easy this is. Now, first thing is, there are 3 useful ways to write equations. And the first useful way is called the slope-intercept form. And believe it or not, all the equations I've given you for graphing have been in that form, where it starts with a y, and then it has an equal sign. Some people, that y equals is so important, some people actually call this the y equals form. But you need to memorize that name, slope-intercept form, because that will tell you immediately how to graph it. Knowing what it's called tells you how to graph it in the shortcut method, okay? So if you can identify y equals mx plus b, meaning something like this, y is equal to...
Sorry, Gary.
That phone? What is that? Your phone? 1/2 x plus 2. So
I know. Nobody usually calls me, but
it has to be turned off, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm not going to deal with it right now because I'm in the middle of the lecture. So y equals 1/2 x plus 2, right? All right. Now the one thing I need you to know, like I'm going to rewrite this formula here for a second. This right here is your y-intercept. A y-intercept, this is my y-axis, right? You with me? This is my y-axis. A y-intercept is where a line crosses the y-axis. This is a y-intercept. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
This is a y-intercept. This is a y-intercept. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Wherever a line crosses the y-axis, that's a y-intercept. Which is really, really cool because that means immediately you know a point that you can plot when I've given you an equation in that format. So watch this. Let's say we're going to graph this one right here. Y equals 1/2 x plus 2. Immediately I know that I have a y-intercept of positive 2. So the first thing I do is I go over to my y-axis, I put my pen at 0, 0, and I go up 2. 1, 2, and I put a dot. I have now done my first point. That fast. It's just that number, always. If it's in y equals mx plus b format, it's just that number. Positive 2, I go over here, go up 2, put a dot. Pretty easy, right?
Yeah.
Now, the next thing, notice my name is called slope-intercept. This is the y-intercept. What would you think m stands for?
Meter.
Look at the name of the equation. What else is there in the name?
Form. Slope.
Slope. This, believe it or not, m, stands for slope. Slope.
Could be a
Slope. Right, like mountain slope, right? You got to think of something. Mountain slope. This is your slope. I'm going to come down a little lower. Slope. And slope is measured by a fraction. So you want the fraction. Now those fractions that are so hard to do with your t-charts, they are like fabulous. They make them easy. They're easier to do them with the fractions than without the fractions, right? In fact, if you don't have a fraction, you make it a fraction. Because slope is this. It is rise over run. So write that down.
Oh.
So think about it. If I have a slope, if I have a line like this, right? I have a rise, if I want to go from here to here, those 2 points, I will rise this way, and I will run this way. Rise this way, run this way, right? Rise this, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's rise over run. That's how you actually get a slope, right? So, look, I have a fraction, 1 over 2. 1 over 2, look at that means. I rise 1, and I run 2. Now running, I always run to the right. All right, so running is always to the right. And rising, if this number is positive, if slope is positive, m is slope, equal is positive, then rise goes up. Rise, boom. If m is negative, rise, it's a negative rise, right? It goes down. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Right? But I always run to the right. Okay? So watch this. Would you agree with me? This says the slope is rise 1, run 2, right? Look over here. I created my first point at this point, my y-intercept. I'm going to put my pen on that dot, and I am going to rise 1, and run 2. I'm going to put a dot. And I could draw my line right now. I'm done. I am done. Isn't that amazing? Yeah. However, watch this. If I put my point here and I rose 1 and ran 2, I could still rise 1 and run 2 again. If I want more than 1 point, or more than 2 points. I could rise 1 and run 2. Look how fast this is. Oh my gosh. Now, do you have to put these little boxes or these little triangles? No. You can just go, you know, you can just like rise without marking it. So let's try another one. Y is equal to 1/2 x minus 4. Immediately, I look at this number, right? Immediately look at that number. That is negative 4. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Negative 4. So I come over here on my y-axis. That's my y-intercept. I put my pen at 0, 0, and I go down 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I put a dot. Right?
Yeah.
You all with me?
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to rise 1, and I'm going to run 2. So here I'm going to rise. I put my dot on my pen on this negative 4. I'm going to rise 1 and run 2. Put a dot. Rise 1 and run 2. Put a dot. You can keep going if you want. And I'm done.
Oh.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
All right, let's try another one. Y is equal to 2/3 x plus 1. 2/3 x plus 1. I'm going to use a different color.
Oh yeah, can we do this in the whiteboards?
Yeah. Okay, but here's my plus 1, right? That's the first thing I grab. I come over here and I plotted at 1. Y equals 1 right there. And then I see I rise 2 and I run 3.
Got it.
I'm going to rise 2 and I'm going to run 3 and I put a dot. Rise 2, run 3, put a dot. Draw my line. Right? Yes, exactly. Good job. All right, get your graph boards out. Let me just ask you.
Oh wait. Just has like 5 more minutes, hurry.
English doesn't really matter.
Alright, we got a few more minutes. Alright, get your boards ready. Get your boards ready.
Bubbles.
I'm done. I don't.
Alright, here we go. You ready? We got y is equal to 1/3 x minus 2. So the first thing you do is go down and you plot that. Right? On the y-axis. Negative 2.
Yep.
And then you rise 1, yes. Yes. Wait a minute. Yeah, that's right. Yes. Yes. No. You didn't rise one and run two.
Oh,
you
okay.
just ran two or something. I don't know. Yes, yes, yes.
Here.
Well, but you're going to run 3,
Oh, yeah.
right? Yes, that's it. Right? That's it. But so, okay, yeah. You got to rise 1 and run 3. You ran 2. Yes, that's right. Yes. Let me see. So, first thing you do is this, Henry. That, -2. First thing you do. Right here, on the y-axis. Boom. And then you rise 1, run 3.
Okay.
Down.
Fine, and I'll race the line.
See what I mean? Okay, here we go. Yes, that's right. Okay, fast. Okay. You're going to have 20 seconds. 20 seconds to do this. All right? Why?
Oh, wait.
No,
Wait,
no
Gary.
talking. Yes, no talking.
Oh, okay, wait, Gary.
Y is equal to
I am it.
3/4 x plus 1. So plus 1 is on the vertical y-axis. You go up, Abby. You go up to on this axis. You go up 1, and then put a dot. Yes, 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 yes. Rise 1. Go here. Sorry.
Gary. Oh, wait.
Rise 1, put a dot. And then you rise 3 and run 4. Put a dot. Draw your line.
Wait.
Yes, yes. Okay, go to the next one. Y is equal to negative
Gary, wait.
-1/2
Gatorade.
x
Oh my God.
plus 5. -1/2 x plus 5. Immediately, I come over to my graph.
Gary, wait.
Yeah, this might be wrong since I erased.
Yeah, I think I got it wrong too.
It's +5, right? +5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I see.
Oh no, I got it right. Because I'm lost.
And then I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna fall 1, basically. Fall 1 and run to the right. Because it's negative.
Gary, please.
It's negative. It's got to be going down to the right.
Gary, please.
No, it's going up to the right.
Gary.
Oh, okay.
You remember, it's going to be your rise is it's not a it's a negative rise. So you're going to go down 1 and over 2. Yes. 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 But you got to draw the line. I can't see. I got to see the line.
Gary.
Down 1. You went down 2. You went down 2 over 1. You're going down 1 over 2. Yes. Good. Making sense?
Gary, not at all.
Okay. I usually teach this much slower, so.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna just turn this off though.
It's time.